Ever wonder exactly how much difference that fancy new racket and strings makes on your tennis results? Well, I've got a quick story that might help illuminate how big of a difference it really makes. So years ago, right after I quit my coaching job to do the website full-time, to do essentialtennis.com full-time, I was working out with a personal trainer once or twice a week. And he was a good athlete. He had never really played much tennis before. He'd played, but just a little bit here and there. But he felt pretty confident that he could come up with some kind of handicap to where we could have a good match. And he kept saying, all right, tell you what, how about you've got to play with a racket with broken strings, or you've got to be on rollerblades. I said, tell you what, I'll play you one set for $20 and I have to use a frying pan. And he was like, that's ridiculous. And so I went to Walmart, I test swung a bunch of frying pans, I found a nice cheap one, put a grip on it, and went out, and I'd never played a match with a frying pan before. But we went out together, started warming up, and I actually felt pretty good about it. And we battled it out. It was actually really close. And he was probably like a 3-5 player, maybe a strong 3-0 or 3-5 player. It's not like he was a 5-0 or anything like that. So it did handicap it really well, but I still came away with the win. And the reason why had obviously nothing to do with the equipment. It's because I carried with me all the other tangibles and intangibles that I've developed over the years of playing tennis. Things like my awareness of different patterns of play on the courts, my ability to play consistent targets and be able to stay in points by aiming to the right spot. Strategy and tactics and different plays and patterns came along with me. So did my anticipation and my speed and my quickness, my instinct, my ability to close in close to the net and put balls away. All of those things kind of came together, and even though I was severely handicapped with my equipment, I was still able to figure out and problem solve and find out how to beat this opponent. When I told this story briefly in a video a couple months ago, a lot of people said, no video or it didn't happen. This was years ago before I was videotaping everything, and so it didn't happen, but it's something that I still would be happy. It was a lot of fun. Like, I'd be happy to absolutely take another challenge like that. But the bottom line is gear important? Yeah, absolutely. But is it going to completely transform your game and make you a totally different player? Is it going to make up for lack of strategy or speed or conditioning or anticipation or good patterns and tactical awareness? No, it won't make up for any of those things. And so while it can help accentuate all the different parts of your game that you've developed, can help you take advantage more fully of what you've developed, it's not going to make up for things that you haven't developed yet. And so there's a lot of questions that we get daily, people asking like, what's the best frame for power? Or what's the best string for topspin? Or what new technology is the best for control? And the real answer to that is, you're not going to be able to put a Band-Aid over your habits using different strings or rackets or frame technology. You know, can I play my best tennis with a frying pan? Of course not. Gear matters. It is important, but it will not make up for things that you haven't developed in your game.